You're looking live at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're off and running from Gillette. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And he gets him around 6 there. It was Marcus Williams in on that stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go, Shaq. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Operating from the gun, here's May. He's going deep this time. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 6-0 lead right away. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Quick to the air is Tunga Vailoa. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. A good defensive play breaks that one up. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Tua now from the gun. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tunga Vailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. And it's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Great opening drive continues, 1st and 10 at the 33.
Hey, 21 here.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. Room to run inside the 20. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Stopped by Chop Robinson. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. On play action, here's May. Hits his running back. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down. From the gun, here's a handoff. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
That's taken in by Bell. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a New England 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Caught by Diggs. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's May. Forced out to his right. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Patriots, so we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. Point after, up and good from Bates. And the Patriots take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
44, ready.
Putting a receiver in motion. 1st down, Tagovailoa to throw. Taken in by Smith. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. Here's A-Chain up the middle. He's able to drive them forward into the red zone. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And in for the Miami touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins tie things up at 14. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll take it out to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. They'll work it a couple of yards past the line. It's Kader Kohu up to make that play. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
79 Broncos.
Second and 8. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Let's go.
From the red zone now. Sends it to Diggs along the sideline. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
May now from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings them to 3rd down.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
On the move, headed right. Complete beyond the marker. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. He finds him right side. Touchdown, New England. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. And he's brought down at the 44. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Running left, here's A-Chain. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. Scooped up by the Patriots. And they stop him before he gets much on. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Going play action, May. He just throws this one away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing is May. Buys time, rolling right. That'll be complete to Gibson. And he's tackled for a short gain. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Neither side separating much so far. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They've got 4th down, so we should see the punt team on to send it away. Makes the grab in bounds left side. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him to a stop with this run. Gets him into the red zone, down to the 15. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's 3rd and short.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's a New England 1st down. Now a give running right. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Gain of 8 there, and that brings him to to first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Out is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. This finds Smith. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
From the 39. Has the connection to right. Give him 32 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
A-chain on the inside give. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Milton Williams making the stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now 2 with a throw. Got his target. It's Hill. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And the Patriots in the nickel for this 3rd down call.
Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He's got it at the 5. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Working inside the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. Achan. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a couple trouble on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
On 3rd and goal, it's Tagovailoa. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Fourth down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Aubrey puts it through, and that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. Chased out to his right. Looking deep down the middle. It's complete! Oh my, they left him wide open downfield. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it. It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Third and 4 coming up now. Another carry for him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots grow their lead just before halftime. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Patriots double their lead to 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing again. Here's Tua. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Not a lot of cornerbacks in this league can get to the QB in the pass rush, and not just once. That's now twice, Kate. They're going to have to devote some resources to blocking this corner because he's just a different kind of beast.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Slot man motioned over. Third and long for him here. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on to punt on fourth. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Pats will take over. New set of downs for him from the 46. They send a man in motion. May on 1st and 10. He's on the move. Now here he goes. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a New England first down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Finds the in route complete. And they bring him down around the 34.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Marcus Williams has it. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his first interception of our season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
And on first down, here's Tagovailoa. And he will go down. The Patriots make the play. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Okay, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their fourth sack of this game credit. Because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Another try following the sack. He's throwing deep to the left side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
He's looking deep once again. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half.
Ready? 18, Pioneer. Go.
looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Escapes the pocket. Fell on the catch. He's able to move it past the 45 before going out. 16 yards on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Tracking 60.
He's back to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's second down. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
A final throw before the break. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Dolphins watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half.
Patriots 31, Dolphins 24.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far, and no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 32. That's caught, Devon Achane. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. First and 10 from the 41. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go.
44, ready.
Motioning him from the slot right. From the 44 here on second down. Called in by Waddle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it'll be first down, Miami. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
21G.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. He's inside the 10. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins tie this game up. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now they're whistling for a timeout here. Somebody's shaking up on the play. Not the way he wanted to begin his rookie season. Wow, let's hope it doesn't cost him much time. To the air on first down. May has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a New England first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw for May. Rolling left, buying some time. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now. Caught near the goal line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him first and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots grab the lead on their first series of the half. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Man in motion here. Tagovailoa on first down. Forced out to his defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Trying again, following the sack. Getting out to his left. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down, but where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. 5 men in the secondary for the Pats. Third down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for first and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the Dolphins' 47-yard line.
May now from the gun. Diggs there to bring it in. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. First down from the red zone. On the move, headed right. That'll be complete to Gibson. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
To the air yet again, May. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, here's May. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
60, trap 60. 70 Timberwolves.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal.
60 Bobcat. Sack. 79 Bronco. Check, Panther.
From the gun, it's May. Buys time, rolling right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Out is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Achane gets it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. Right, running out of the gun. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Going play action, Tagovailoa. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
They kick the running back in motion. 3rd and 2, now Tagovailoa. Complete beyond the marker. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but 3rd down, that hurts even more. Gives him the 1st. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Here's Achane running right. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Achan will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. Looking for the back that time. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. A very short kick here from the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
That kick obviously gets it back to a 1-score game. Now the real question, Kate, how good do those onside kicks look at warm-ups? How good do they look all week in practice? Is it time to pull out the onside kick, or trust your defense with 2 timeouts in your pocket?
First and 10 now from the 30.
19 tight. 19, go.
May. That's taken in by Henry. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Here's Gibson on 2nd down. Blast through midfield. And he's down all the way to the 30. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, kid, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air. It's May. Chased out to his right. Oh, he lost the football. And it ends up out of bounds. A small loss on the play, but they do, importantly, keep possession.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce and just the other direction. They're off the field. Instead, well, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
May now on 3rd down. He's on the move. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Dolphins football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Hill comes in motion left. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stops. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach third down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at fourth down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3-and-out.
Trying for the deep ball. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. They run it from the gun with Wright. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Ready.
2 and out from the gun. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and long.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
20, TX.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Miami. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I think more than ever, QBs today are so good at doing this, Kate, buying himself enough time and actually finding a target downfield. Just this time, he couldn't quite make that connection.
Pass taken in by Diggs. Running down the left side. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
They get 6 and a 1st down as well. May looking to throw. He's on the move. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. May now. And he has the New England touchdown! The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Completed left side to Smith. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd and 6 now. Wright reels it in. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. They send a receiver in motion right. 1st down. Here's Tua. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Wow, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. That's Carlton Davis. And the Patriots take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Not common we see interceptions come off screen passes. If somebody, though, misses their block during that setup, it can leave a defender in position to step in front of that throw, just as he does right there.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They send Diggs in motion right. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. He will go! Touchdown, New England! The Patriots go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Patriots double their lead to 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the 2, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here. Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. Finds his man, Waddle. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. Fourth and 3, drive on the line. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's got it to his running back. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Got Washington. It's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Here's Tua again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
44, ready. Number 1. Ready.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. Achan reels it in. And that will not be enough for a first down. Looking to throw it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, you have to finish with points. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Lining up to take a knee on second.